Hello, my dear Aquarius, Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm gonna be doing a general personality trait for all those for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is from the month of January 20th to February 18th. It could also some people also put it as a January 21st. It depends. The reason why I'm doing this this video is because I want you to understand a little bit more about who you are as an Aquarius and what are we here for. We, like I told the rest of the signs, we are here to evolve. We are feel, and how we're going to evolve depends on your chart, your natal chart. So please go to I have a link for a chart if you want to do your chart, cafeastrology.com, and you can do the chart. That I like those charts because I like graphs, so hopefully you are able to understand it. And if you don't understand it, please send me an email and I tell you which one is your rising sign or your moon sign. So it depends on where you guys are located. So, and you got to understand that each sign teach us a lesson. We have to learn from our past sign or the one that's following us. So in order to ascend, okay, and to the next level of who we are, I also want you to understand that the ascendant sign is basically that gatekeeper of who you are. That's when they say moon or rising sign or the ascendant sign is actually is the main keeper that connects us to how we're going to evolve. For Aquarius, I want to tell you is that you are the humanitarian of the sign. You are an air sign. You guys are fixed sign. Almost every sign, every element has a fixed sign. So in this case, you guys are the fixed. The color for you is the light blue or silver. The day of the week is Saturday. The ruler is Uranus and Saturn. The compatibility for you is actually, if you ever marry, will be a Leo or a Sagittarius, the fire signs, based on the fact that opposites attract. And if you're two alike in your own sign, you could repel unless one is positive and the other one is negative. But the compatibility is Leo and Sagittarius only if both of you are positive. Okay, I want you to understand that you can have a very good relationship with a Leo, because I have a lot of Leo friends, male and females. I am an Aquarius. However, I do have good relationship with good Leos, and I do have bad friendship because they're Leos that are not positive. So we're not in the same level. As well as Sagittarius, I never really had an emotional relationship with a Sagittarius, but I do have very good friends with Sagittarius, and this has been a lasting friendship. So with that said, the word that you guys tend to use is and you do. Aquarius tend to know a lot because they like to study, they like to learn, they like to read. The positive sign of Aquarius is that it's very progressive. They like progress. They don't like to stay stuck in the same thing. They're very original and independent. They're humanitarians. This is the only sign in the in the whole tarot or the whole horoscope, if you want to call it that way, the whole horoscope that doesn't have the animal. This is the only human. If you pinpoint that, this is the only man or woman in the sign completely, because Sagittarius half an animal and half human, but the only one that's completely human is Aquarius. The electricity is ruled by Aquarius, and basically anything that has to do with electronics. That's why Aquarius are very much computer oriented, and you hardly will find an Aquarius that doesn't know how to do something. And if they don't, it's because they're totally negative, and it's because they never put the mind to work on these things. In the Aquarius era, they, because of the fact of the humanitarian part, they don't believe in social class, opposed to Virgo, opposed to Libra, that they categorize people. For Aquarius, everybody is the same. We all have every right. It's not about the color of your skin. It's not about your age group. If you're sick and you're disabled and you need insurance, you deserve that insurance. It doesn't matter if you're 20 years old, 5 years old, or 60 years old. It has nothing to do. Your health issue has nothing to do with your income. Just like cancer, cancer doesn't have a last name involved in an age group. No, cancer reaches everyone. Okay, and a baby can be, well, not a baby, but a child can have cancer and die of cancer at the age of 5, and we can have a 35 who die of the same illness. So that's how Aquarius see humanity. They're very decisive, they're patient, they're tranquil, they're pretty calm. Most of the time Aquarius don't get involved in other people's business, because that's as well, they don't want other people to get involved in their business. So please, they tend to create boundaries when it comes to certain things about their personal life. So you don't see Aquarius posting too many things, unless it's a negative. Aquarius will put anything and everything in social media, and everybody knows every single step that they make it. Aquarius might put 1 and 2 things, and that's it. That's how much you need to know about them. You don't need to know the rest of their life. They will tell you whenever they're ready. Aquarius are also, they very, very, very faithful to their partner. In the love relationship, they believe in faithfulness. They don't believe, a real Aquarius will stay with the partner for thick and thin. A negative Aquarius will not be as faithful. It will be promiscuous. A negative Aquarius will have 2 or 3 guys dating them, or 2 or 3 girls at the same time. A positive Aquarius will work for their relationship, for their marriage, for their husband, for their wife, for their boyfriend. They will go beyond they can do for that person when it's needed. They could be scientific and in career-wise, they're very philosophical. They like weird things, different things. They like to reform things, social. If you see Aquarius, if he or she feels that they're doing something wrong, if they have the power to reinvent it or redo it, they will restructure, reform whatever was done. They tend to change things. They think outside the box. They're very quiet, and sometimes they're very scared to jump to do certain things. When they do it to 100% and more. So let's say they're afraid to go for this career, but then they tend to study or whatever. When they're ready for it, they will jump for that opportunity. So they have a lot of energy. Aquarius have a lot of energy. And some people think that they're cold, but they really are not a cold person. But if a person rejects the Aquarius will walk away and treat that person the way they want to be treated, because they don't want to get hurt. And it's not that they cold, it's because if they feel that the person is not giving them in return, they shield themselves not to get hurt. So if you want an Aquarius to love you, show them love. If you don't show them love, Aquarius will leave, because it will show to them it has to be a 50-50, kind of like the Libra, the balance of I give you, I receive from you. But if Aquarius feels that they give, and they don't receive, as well as Cancer is going to take the point in time in life that they will walk away from your life, because they feel that this person don't love them at all, or don't love them enough, or they don't appreciate it. Aquarius likes to be appreciated. They're very reserved. They love without prejudice. They don't start criticizing as to who you are, where you come from, or how much you have. If they get involved in a relationship with someone, it's about that someone. It's not about how much you have. It's what can we do together. And if she feels that, he or she feels that they are not working together, she will leave. Believe me, because I've done it. I have walked away with relationship that financial, that person could have provided everything and anything for me. However, it's about love and abundance, creating abundance together. And it's not about how much I have and how much you have. It's about what can we do for each other. They're naturally very intuitive, even though they might be to a doctor relationship, the energy, they need to be alone. So don't be surprised if an Aquarius, after a moment of fight, will want to be alone, will leave, will want to be in peace, and start analyzing the situation, thinking if she was wrong, he was wrong, who was wrong, in order to recharge with more energy. They very careful with their thinking. They like to study. They like the nature. They tend to know characters of people right away, and they usually don't mistake them. They a lot of Aquarius could be clairvoyants, because they tend to read people just by looking at them. The negative part of Aquarius is that if they could be inflexibles, they could go ahead and say, this is what I want. Sometimes it's the mental wishes that they work for, opposed to the spiritual. Some of them, they could be very lazy, if temperamental, indecisive. If they're negative, an Aquarius will not go for it. If it's a negative Aquarius, they will not go for that job. They will be lazy. They will not be doing this. They will not go exercise. They're not going to go for that healthcare. And for the negative ones, everybody's wrong and they're perfect, and I'm perfect because of whatever. No, we're not perfect. I am a strong believer that we're imperfect beings in a perfect world. I think that God in the universe was created perfect, and we are the ones that are imperfect. No one is 100% perfect. Even when you're born, one of your hands is bigger than the other. One of your legs is bigger than the other. One of your eyes has more strength than the other. Everything is not 100%. We try to balance it out to put it 100%, but it's not. Usually, when Aquarius evolve, they evolve very slow. So that's why they're considered to be the star, because when they shine, and this is what represents Aquarius is the star. I don't know if I pointed out before. When they do shine, they shine very much like stars. Okay, their suns is aggressive, but they're also and because it's ruled by Uranus, they tend to be very timid. Okay, so Aquarius will not approach someone right away unless the other it feels like the other person is opening the doors. So you won't see an Aquarius going to a bar and asking somebody out unless it's a negative Aquarius. A positive Aquarius will never go to a bar and start a conversation with a stranger unless that stranger open out the conversation with them. Okay, so it's different. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to an Aquarius that is a negative Aquarius and is promiscuous and will go up to a person and just go ahead and talk. A real Aquarius will not. They're sexy and fun. They're futuristic. They're always thinking about what they're going to do tomorrow. So if you call an Aquarius on the same day, they will be very upset and not go out with you because you called them in the last minute. They like to plan things ahead. They hardly ever, once in a while, they take it, but they will tell you, please let me know ahead of time, because they don't think to jump. They don't believe in jumping and just going for whatever. But they're in certain things about themselves. They believe in here and now. Okay. They don't like to be constrained or limited. In their love, they love to love with freedom. They like the partner to understand that we have a freedom of speech, that I can express myself to you without any problems, and if you understand it or not, please let them know. Aquarius needs mental dedication with their boss. They could be good painters. They make design, anything that has to do with that. They think outside the box. And the part of the body the Aquarius need to take care is their legs. Okay, they're very much into having leg problems, and the nervous system attacks Aquarius, and they're very honest. They don't discriminate, very intelligent, and they like outdoors. Some of them, that's why sometimes they think they're Mr. Know-it-all, and they will be kind with all people. No matter who they are, Aquarius will be faithful to you. They like magic, occult, anything that has to do witchcraft, white magic, black magic, and they're very honest and constant with their honesty. They they could do any type of work if they choose to, because they can be in any kind of job they want to be in. Like I said, the parts of the body that they need to worry about is their legs. With all that said, Aquarius, I know it was my sign. It took a little longer. Love and light, and I hope you understand everything that I said. And I see you in the next sign. Take care. Bye-bye. And if you want a specific reading because you're not a positive Aquarian, and how do you change the negative to a positive, please feel free to contact me at maria@clairvoyant.com. Bye-bye.